Okay, here's the official tour of the trailer. That's a shed window with a screen in it. Pretty small. I think it was only 14 by 16 or 14 by 18. And I believe this one's 16 by 16 or 18 by 18. And it does not open. But what I did is I built a false wall in the back of this. And you'll see more of that when we get inside. This little handy shelf right here is a Harbor Freight. Goes on the side of a tool chest. And it just bolts in, but it folds down completely flat. And then for transport, I've just got that shock cord right there. Keeps it from flopping around. Right over here, you see I've got a propane tank. And the hose goes in. I use a boat plug for that when I'm not using the trailer, just to keep rodents out. This is a stovepipe for a gas New Way stove. It's 30,000 BTUs, which is way more than what you need for this small of a trailer. It's only a 6 by 10. But we'll go inside. Of course, there I've got a Harbor Freight packing set up for a curtain. I do have carpet on the floor, just indoor, outdoor stuff, or boat carpet, or whatever you want to call it. Came from Menards, I believe. Now, the way I made this trailer inside here, you can see this shelf, but it comes off relatively easy. And this whole mechanism, I don't know if you can even see it. Yeah, there we go. You see that? This is a door hinge. Okay. If I just pull this pin on this door hinge, this splits right here. And this wall, and what I've got here is I've got a little bolt right here. And you can see out there, there's a little toggle on the door, and that keeps it intact with this wall. And then this is hinged at the top, in the middle, and the bottom. And the same way with this side, it's hinged. There's the stove. It's got a damper in it. That's what New Way Stoves recommends. It's only that big. It's very small, not much bigger than a regular standard 50 caliber ammo can. And out here you can see it just comes through the wall, but this wall is basically 1.5 inches. It's totally insulated except for where the stovepipe goes through. And of course I got to have some man cave decorations here. So basically that's about it. I've got a little piece of sheet metal back there. It's got toggles on it as well. That's just a heat shield. Lets airflow behind it so that nothing gets too hot. But once you roll the carpet up, basically these doors fold back up against, flush against the wall. And then I can bolt them out or strap them down so that I can load everything from the back of the trailer. This is just a little handy device I got hanging up here. I don't think it really affects anything. Just one of those type of deals where you need something to put, it's a catch-all. Now up here I've got a string of LED lights. And these are made to go in like a pickup truck camper. They're 12 volt. Now over here, this is my own contrivance. It's basically 3 milk crates and they're zip tied onto this shelf. But the shelf, as you can see, is totally modular. It just pops off. Same way with this shelf down here. So I open this whole room up in here. Some more man cave decorations. And that's the vent that came in the trailer. This is a 6 by 10 anyways, and it's got a 12-foot length in the center because of the V-nose. But this is my solar setup. As you can see, it's charging about 12.9, something like that. And that's what I can run all my lights off of, charge my phone, all that kind of stuff. I got a little USB fan if I need it. This is a bed, and the mattress just rolls up. It's just like a 4.5 inch thick foam. And the bed itself, well, I'll show you here in just a minute. Here's the privy. And it's got a privacy curtain. All we gotta do is take this, we stretch it out. And there you have it, a little privacy curtain. One of those screen doors. That way this thing comes off, but I can leave the door open. That way the bugs aren't coming in here atrocious. Got a box down there that's got some food goods in it. That's basically my kitchen equipment right there. Going out the screen door. Sorry about the shaky video there. You can see it's just one of those magnetic type of deals. It goes on with Velcro, but I can take it clear apart. This is a latch that I can latch the door from inside. It's basically a latch for a sliding glass door. And that's really just about it. I mean, like I said, it's a 6x10 with a 2-foot V-nose. Not much to it. But it works great as a camper, and everything's modular. So I can fold it right out, get rid of it all. Takes me about 15 minutes to empty the trailer. These little stools are what I put my bed on, and the bed actually is made to fold in half right there in the center with the hinges on the underside. But those are from Harbor Freight as well. They're just like a painter's ladder or whatever. Of course, there's my solar panel. It's not getting a lot of shade, or not getting a lot of sun, getting a lot of shade right now. And this is another one of those that I use for a step to get in and out of the trailer. I cut the legs down on it, put the caps back on it, put some tread. That all came from Harbor Freight. This was done on the cheap. I probably don't have $500 in the whole thing, with the exception of the cost of the trailer. Then these tables fold up. What that was is one of those clamp tables. And I took the clamps off of it and just put a solid piece of wood on it. This actually is a stand for doing like bodywork and stuff on. Another Harbor Freight special. I just took 3/4 inch conduit hold downs and bolted them on there with a piece of steel. And it all folds up so I can stand up the bed inside on the wall and put these up against there and strap them down for hauling. Pretty simple, basic setup. Just thought I'd let you know. Thank you.